Hey guys, in front of the camera here I have the new for 2017 Kershaw 1812 Dividend. This is a USA produced Kershaw, new for 2017, and it's kind of a follow-up to the previous USA produced Kershaw from last year, which is the Link. Now, I have both versions here. We have a glass-filled nylon handled version, just like they did with the Link, and we also have a gray aluminum handled version of the Dividend, which they also did for the Link. So these are very similar to the Link in the fact that these are budget friendly Kershaws that are made in the USA. Both of these come in under $50, which is a great deal for a USA produced Kershaw knife. So we're going to go over both versions here. Let's start with the glass filled nylon. And not only are these similar to the Link in construction and size, they're a little bit smaller, but they're actually lighter, and we'll take a look at that. So here we go, glass-filled nylon handles. So it's not G10, doesn't provide much traction. There's a little bit of texture here in the plastic handles and the Kershaw name there. But overall, this is an EDC knife, doesn't provide much traction. But, you know, this is not a hard use or a self-defense blade, I would say. Speed safe mechanism, very typical on Kershaws. Flipper only design, no thumb studs. There is a little jimping on the flipper. And because of that speed safe, there is no issue with deploying the blade. So, taking a look at the blade, we have a stonewash finish, and it's a kind of a Wharncliffe design, but it has a little bit of a belly there, a little bit of a swoop. Traditional Wharncliffe would be completely straight on the bottom, so it's similar. So it's, I guess you'd call it maybe a modified Wharncliffe. Kershaw logo on the blade of the glass-filled nylon, speed safe, and it says USA. You have a tip up right or left positional pocket clip. So very good that they are making this lefty friendly. You have a small lanyard hole in the back if you want to put some paracord through there. Liner lock, and there's no skeletonizing done on these liners, but they are very thin. Not too thin that they won't work, but they are pretty thin liners, as we'll see when we compare it to the previously designed Link. Instead of tube spacers, you have a back spacer, which has a little bit design work done to it. Pivot is Torx on one side, so it's not free spinning, because on the other side it locks in, which is my preferred pivot designed by Kershaw. On the opposite side here, we have the American flag, because this is a USA produced knife. The 1812 marking, Kai patented and made in the USA. This is a hollow ground blade made out of 420 HC steel, same that came in the Link. And it's about a 3-inch blade, we'll double check. So it's a little bit shorter than the Link that came in, I believe, 3.25. But yeah, this is about 3 inches of cutting surface. So good EDC size should be legal in many places because of that blade length. Glass-filled nylon one is the more budget-friendly version, and of course, because it's not aluminum, it'll also be better for colder weather because the aluminum will get cold to the touch. So that is the glass-filled nylon version. Let's take a look at the gray aluminum handled version. Now, covering, because of the pocket clip on the left side here, is a Kershaw Speed Safe USA marking on the handle there. The pocket clip on the gray aluminum handled version is reversible, tip up or tip down, right or left. So this is a 4-positional pocket clip. And again, this pocket clip is very similar to the one that came on the Link originally. This is an aftermarket clip for this Link, which, you know, it does the job, but it's not very deep carry. It'd be nice to see if they do a deep carry version of this, you can always buy the deep carry version of the pocket clip if you want to change it out. Now this version with the aluminum handle scales is even thinner. It is very thin knife, which is really cool. So this is very pocket friendly. Again, speed safe. Now because you have the marking down here with the Kershaw Speed Safe USA, there's no markings on the blade on this side with the stonewash finish, which looks pretty nice. On the opposite end here we have where it has 1812 GRY for gray aluminum handles, patented Kershaw, made in the USA, and you have the USA flag laser etched on that aluminum scale there. So similar construction. Again, these liners are not milled, but these are still light. As we'll see, we'll take out the scale towards the end. Let's take a look at the link in comparison, and you can tell right away, you can tell from the video, but picking this up right away, you can tell that this is much lighter. And you look at the profile, they're not much different in size. The blade shape is different, as you see. But overall, the size difference is not that much. And you have a bigger handle, of course, and a little bit longer of a cutting edge on the link. But overall, both of these are good EDC blades. There's no jimping on the blade. It's very similar to Link in that that's no jimping along the blade at the top or any on the frame of the knife. But as you can see, it's not only thinner, but the liners are a little bit thinner, which cuts back on some of the weight. You don't need something extremely beefy for EDC use, and this is what I think this would be best at, is EDC use. And just as another comparison here, it's even thinner than the Knockout. Knockout is already a very thin knife as it is, and this is even thinner than Knockout. So the aluminum handled version is going to disappear in your pocket essentially. Glass filled nylon is more similar to the Knockout, maybe a little bit thicker. And looking at the blade profile, kind of reminds me of the Ken Onion design Kershaw Leak, that kind of modified Warren Cliff design. And it's about the same size. I'd say it's a handle length is similar, blade length is similar. It's just a newer design, and of course, when you look at the Leak, you didn't have very many options to put the pocket clip. It was not lefty friendly, and of course, when you put this tip up, you had a lot of knife protruding from your pocket. So a lot of people just went with tip down on this one. And it came in aluminum handle scales as well. These are stainless steel. That's a stainless steel hold up. Of course, it's a little bit thinner. I don't have an aluminum handled version, but I believe it's similar in handle thickness to this Dividend. So it's good to see that Kershaw not only is continuing this USA line of knives, but they're also making it very attractive. The 420HC steel is not the best in the world, but I mean, you're getting a USA made knife, and for under $50. And so this, is very close to I would still call it a budget knife at that price, because you're still under $50. You're well under $100. It'll be nice if they make some more versions of this, like they did with the Link. Like how they had a House of Blades exclusive Link here with S35VN, different color, handles. You can do different colors with the aluminum and upgrade to steel and charge a little bit more. These were not that much. I think they were still under $100. I can't remember. I did a review on this where I said how much it was, but I can't remember right now off the top of my head how much it was. But the thing is, they can do something like this Link with the Dividend, which would be really cool. I hope they do, because this is a great design, and I think I like it even more than a Link. And of course, they could do a deep carry pocket clip like that. That would be pretty cool. So hopefully this is not just the only versions of the Dividends we will see, and they will come out with more in the future. So let's get on to one of the greatest things about this, is that this is very lightweight. So let's check the glass-filled nylon first. This is going to be the lightest, 2.82 ounces, so very light blade. And then the aluminum handle scale, which would be a little bit more, 2.92. So both knives are under 3 ounces. Great weight. Just to give you a comparison, the Kershaw Link comes in at a much heavier 4.69 ounces. So these are significantly lighter. And you're not losing much in blade length, and you're getting a lot thinner blade. Kershaw Knockout comes in at 3.84 ounces, so it's lighter than Knockout. A little bit different design though. So overall, I think these are extraordinary, designed by Kershaw, and these are very inexpensive. Now, if I didn't mention before, these are also hollow ground blades. I think I did. That's very similar to the Link in that way, that these are hollow ground. Should be a good cutter. Again, the 420 HC should hold up pretty well to EDC tests, and hopefully they come up with some upgraded versions. So the glass-filled nylon handled version comes in around $35, $36, good price, and the gray aluminum handled version comes in at $41, $42. I got both of these at Blade HQ. They should be available at most retailers currently. And I think for those prices, both being under $50 for a USA produced knife from Kershaw, it's great, and I hope that they come out with some more versions of this. So that is the Kershaw 1812 Dividend, new for 2017, USA produced Kershaw. If you like this video, feel free to comment down below. Like and subscribe to my channel for more videos. And thanks for watching.